Hey Queen, this is Desmond Booker, your favorite Christian dating and relationship and your success coach. I help queens go from single to successfully dating without settling. Also help those queens who are desiring to see success in their life, take their life to go to the next level. We are so excited tonight. We're talking about feeling worthy, being worthy, deserving to be in a great relationship. I have something very, very, very great for you tonight. So thank you for jumping on, and many of you will be watching this replay. Go ahead and this will be one that you want to save. You're going to want to share this with other queens, single queens, and your friends. And so let's get into it. Because right now you're seeing success in particular in your life, but you're wanting to see success in your love life. And in order to see success in your love life, you're going to have to feel worthy, and you're going to have to feel like you deserve this. This topic actually came up because I was talking to our queens in our Single to Successfully Dating, our membership. And if you're not a part of that membership, you want to get in that membership. But this topic came up about deserving to be in a relationship, feeling worthy to be in a relationship. And so one of the things that I want to first give you, so I'm going to give you some signs. I want to give you some signs because it's time for you to go from single to successfully dating without settling. Now, these signs are going to be about your worthiness. It's going to give some telltale signs about your worthiness. And so I want to first of all say that in order for you to be in a great relationship, you're going to have to start attracting the right person. And that causes, then you first of all have to what? Be healed. Once you're healed, you start attracting the right person, because if you're not attracting the right people, what's the purpose of getting to know the wrong people? There's no purpose, especially if you're dating to get married. Now, if you're just dating to have fun, who cares if it's the wrong person, because you're not going to be committed to them, right? But I'm talking about if you're dating to dating in the purpose of getting married, you're going to want to go from single to successfully dating to that healthy relationship, to that loving, committed marriage, right? So let's get into this real quickly, and let's begin to look at some of these signs that I wrote down. And I think this is going to be very great for you. And again, we're wanting you to start attracting the right person, all right? So that you can begin to go on dates, getting to know them, and them getting to know you, all right? So let's get this started. So first of all, you're winning in life, but now it's time for you to win in your love life. You're having success in other areas of your life. Now it's time to have success in your love life. The first sign that I want you to think about is the approval trap. The approval trap. What does that mean? That means that you're dating people, and he has to be approved, and he has to be approved by your parents, or by your friends, or by your coworkers, or by whomever, right? So you're wanting him to be approved. And I'm not really dating anybody for a spouse, but I'm really dating for a trophy. Oh my. Because why? Because if I'm dating for a trophy and not a spouse, it's because I need the approval of people. Who looks good on my arm? Oh my goodness. Are you single? Because you're lacking the worthiness because of who you are. It doesn't matter who he is. It doesn't matter about his resume, right? Because why? Because you're worthy enough within yourself that you don't need the approval of anybody else. Ooh, I know that's gonna sting right there. Let's get this started. So we got to what? We got to overcome. Why do you feel that you need to have other people's approval? Now, one thing about getting counsel, if person is, this and that and this and this, but I'm not talking about getting counsel of this is the right person for you, but I'm talking about, and that's the difference between the right resume. He has to have this and this and his looks and his this. Girl, what do you think about this and all that? That's the difference between him being the right person, how he treats you, right? How he treats himself, how he treats others. What do you feel about these things, that these red flags or these green flags about him? That's different than you're trying to get the approval for other people. So are you trying to marry a trophy, or are you trying to marry a soulmate? Why does you need the approval from others so that you feel validation within yourself? That's that's the number one trap of you don't feel worthy enough, because this person is going to bring validation. It's going to bring worth to me. Mm-mm. You're worthy all by yourself, queen, because queens don't settle. Number two is that you're settling for crumbs. Oh my goodness. You're settling for crumbs. Here you are, you're doing everything, right? You have the energy going. You are making sure that the dates are set up. You're making sure that everything is running smoothly and properly. You're making sure everything is tidy and everything is going well. You're running on high energy while he is doing basically nothing. You're texting, you're messaging, you're doing all these things to make sure that the relationship is up and running while he gives very little energy. You're settling for crumbs. And the reason why you're settling for crumbs is because you don't feel worthy enough within yourself. You don't feel worthy enough within yourself. And I would like to call you the fixer. This is why you're selling, because you're fixing everything. He is, oh my goodness, you don't feel not enough, so you're dating somebody who is not enough. And I want you to think about that, because if you feel that you're not enough, you're going to be attracting other people who are not enough. And this is why you're settling for crumbs. You're settling for what he can give you. And if you stop with the energy, if you stop the texting, if you stop trying to make the relationship better, right? You're going to lose the relationship and you're going to lose him if you stop. If you pull back, what's going to happen with the relationship? What's going to happen with him? That's what I'm talking about. You're settling for crumbs. No, this is not a 50-50. This is not a 20-25. No, this is a 100. I'm giving 100. You're giving. Let's meet with both of us giving 100. High energy, right? No settling for crumbs. I know my worth. And if you know your worth, you won't settle for crumbs. You won't be the fixer. You won't be the one that's doing everything to keep the relationship going. Relationship is what? Is a two-way relationship. It's a two-way relationship where one is giving, one is receiving, one is receiving, one is giving. It's not one is giving and one is receiving. One is giving high energy in it. One is giving low. No. You know your worth. Queens don't settle. No more settling for crumbs. Number three, hiding your shine. Hiding your shine. Hiding your shine. Are you hiding your shine in the relationship as you're getting to know somebody? What does that mean? That you are dimming your light. Yes, you're all of that and a bag of chips, right? You're all of that and a bag of chips, but you're dimming your light because you don't want to feel that, to make him feel intimidated. You're dimming your light. You could be this person, but it causes him to feel a certain way. So you're not all of that, because why? Because it makes him feel a certain way, and you don't want him to feel a certain way. So you're dimming your light. You're not allowing your light to shine like you really could. You really can't step into being who you really are called to be, because it brings intimidation to him. You can't really prosper like you really want to prosper, because it makes him feel a certain way. Okay? Oh my goodness. So you're dimming your light. Instead of you running full-fledged and being the person that you need to be, you're pulling back. You're not going for the promotion. You're not opening up more businesses. You're not doing these things because he feels a certain way. Every time I get around certain people he doesn't like, and it's not about that they're bad people, but it's because the people that because they're on another level than he is, and it makes him feel a certain way. And because he feels a certain way, I really love him, or I really adore him, I really want to be with him. Guess what? You're going to dim your light. Because why? Because you want to be in a relationship with this person that you quote unquote love. So if you feel worthy, if you feel worthy, you don't have to dim your light for anyone, because you're going to be attracting the right person. And instead of having to lift him up, he's going to be lifting you up. He's not going to be intimidated by your light. He's going to be inspired by your light. Number four, number four. I know this is good because I want us to feel worthy and like we're deserving it. And I want you to really truly be honest. Come back and watch this a few times and really identify and see. And I'm opening up my book, 15 minutes. Let's begin to identify this worth gap. Let's begin to figure out why you don't feel worthy and being honest with yourself so that we can begin to heal you so that you can begin to step in the relationship that's really meant for you and that you're going to attract the right person that you can spend the rest of your life with so that you guys can build the kingdom together. All right. Number four, the sabotage. Oh my goodness. The sabotage. Oh my goodness. You finally have attracted the right person. This is too good to be true. Right? He's opening up my car door. He's sending me letters. He's giving me good morning texts. He's giving me good night texts. He is just too good to. Is he really too good to be true, or is this something that your nervous system is not accustomed to? It's like, oh my goodness, when is something bad going to show up? When is it? What is it? Oh my goodness, it's like a Dear Diary moment. Oh no, he did. Did he just say what he just said? Yes, he did. He just said that. It's too good to be true. Here he is holding you on the couch, and instead of sleeping with you, he'll hold. Is this too good to be true? Did I actually find an angel? And did God actually answer my prayers by sending me somebody? This is too good to be true. And because it's too good to be true, I can't allow myself to get close to him. I can't allow myself to fall in love with him because at any point it may not be true. Girlfriend, settle down. Settle your nervous system down. This is not too good to be true. This is something that you prayed for. This is something that you've attracted into your life. And yes, you may have never received this type of treatment before. But now that this type of treatment is coming, don't sabotage it. You're going to have to begin to talk to yourself. And I don't really have time because I'm running out of time to describe on how to handle. But I promise you that that for those that are attracting the right person, the good person, the person that is going to blow your socks, that's going to blow your mind, not to sabotage it. And I'm going to come back and I'm going to be sharing some things on how not to sabotage it and how to feel safe and secure instead of being frightened and afraid and threatened because this right person has stepped into your life. This is too much. I've never been treated. Girl, you know what he's doing. This is blowing my mind. I don't know what to do. Should I give him my heart or should I pull myself back? Should I open myself up more or should I close myself off? You're going back and forth. You are so frantic and panicking, and we definitely need to sit back and talk so when this type of man comes into your life, you won't push him away, but that you would begin to draw him to you. Let's real quickly recap this and let's close. Again, you don't want to be falling into what we call the approval trap. You don't need the approval of anybody to approve. Now, again, we're not saying that don't get counsel, but we're saying what? And I see you guys jumping on. Thank you for joining me. We don't need approval in the instance of, is this person's resume good enough for me? I remember, and this is the great example. One of the TV, I was watching this movie, and the woman was a lawyer, right? Remember this? The woman was a lawyer, and he was a chauffeur. Why? How come the woman who is a lawyer can't date a chauffeur? He doesn't. Her girlfriends were saying he doesn't. His status is not all of that. Do you see? It's a difference between him being a bad man and a bad person. Ooh, just because his resume may not be your cup of tea, but he could be a good man. Okay, the approval trap, settling for crumbs. No more settling for crumbs. No more trying to fix people. He don't need to be fixed, right? You stop looking for those that you have to fix and using your energy. All right, be willing to lose the person and the relationship if you're putting all the energy in. All right, hiding your shine. No more dimming your light. No more dimming your light. No more feeling that you can't be who you really are. And and being intimidated by your success. He should be inspired by your success. He should be willing to help you and raise you up to the next level. And then the sabotage. Don't be sabotaging because it's too good to be true. Those are 4 things that I really believe that will help you to begin to see if you're feeling worthy and if you're feeling like you're deserving. Again, I've opened my books up. 15-minute call. I want to begin to. Want you to go ahead and schedule that. If you're on Instagram, click the link in my bio or DM me, and I will get with you with it. And if you're on YouTube, the description down below will get you right into so that you can schedule your call as well. I'm really looking forward to talking to you more about that. We'll talk about that this week. Again, feeling worthy. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Also, if you are on my YouTube, please subscribe to this channel. We're going to continue to give content like this, and any idea that you have that you wanted me to talk about topic, then you please feel free to do it. Also on Instagram, we want to thank you, and our Queens Don't Settle Single to Dating Facebook group, we want to thank you for joining us as well. Remember, Queens Don't Settle. It's time to feel worthy, like you deserve to be in that great relationship, and watch that great man show up in your life once you feel worthy and you deserve him.